Oh, hello there. Today is Friday, February 7th. The time is 4:17 p.m. and it's about minus 3 degrees Celsius, although it feels a heck of a lot colder than that. And I'm here with the Ken Continuum in front of the Summerhill LCBO, and we just finished recording a video that'll be on my channel. That's Johnny Strides at YouTube, and we started at Dundas Square and we made our way north up Yonge Street in this frigid weather up here to the Summerhill LCBO. And now for part two, we're going to be walking north up to Yonge-Eglinton.
That's right. Hey people, it's a cold day in Toronto, and yeah, we're going to go up to the Mandarin restaurant to take part in a birthday celebration with a bunch of other local walktubers for Vasily's birthday. So happy birthday, Canadian Vasily.
I apologize to anyone going to the Mandarin later tonight, but I'm so hungry.
There'll be nothing left?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to do a winter Midtown walk. Here's the fancy LCBO. I heard they have bottles in there that are like 100 grand. Is that right?
They do. You can get some really vintage like brandies, and whiskeys. I had a walk planned through that LCBO for earlier in the week if the tariffs were imposed, because they were going to pull the American booze off the shelves. And I thought it might be interesting to tour that building. But there's not really much to a liquor store to make a video around, so that was kind of a good excuse to do that.
But then Dougie just backtracked on that.
Folded like a cheap suit.
Yeah.
I might still cover that LCBO, but I also feel weird walking through a store like that with the camera. But I thought, given the circumstances, it would make a little more sense, and maybe you'd kind of understand why someone would want to do that.
Well, I'm sure that video would have gotten tons of views if it actually, was made.
It's the Summerhill subway station.
And check out this awesome view of the Bloor-Yorkville skyline.
Look at one Bloor West.
Dominating. And it still has a little ways to go before it tops out.
That new tower in Yorkville, just to the right, is really...
That's upscale building. That's a really nice building.
So it's safe to say that'll be your next apartment?
Oh yeah, I've already got it all, confirmed, paid off, ready to move in.
Bought 3 units, picked the best one, used the other 2 as storage.
YouTube big bucks as a walktuber,
Especially in these January and February months.
Yep.
It's not lean at all this time of year.
So it was nice to see that RPM down in the single digits. Right?
I was talking to another YouTuber who was literally like taking these months off. They're like, it's just not worth the effort.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think I could ever do that. Once I've gotten into the routine of having a video every day, it would seem like against the laws of nature or something to not do that,
I think the day I quit my job and went full-time on YouTube, I have not posted.
Every day?
Yeah. So, and for about 3.5 years or so, it was a video every day. Now sometimes I bend the rules and just do a live stream.
That still counts. That's what I do when I live stream. I just count that as my video for the day.
Yeah, it's nice. It gets you out of making or stocking up on pre-recorded videos. Just go out, do a live stream, put your feet up.
Yeah. And when I do live stream, then I'll probably do maybe one video also, either before or after the stream. Not always, though.
Yeah, in a perfect world, I would go out and do a live stream and make 2 videos, and then just kind of have the next day to edit.
And then you'd feel very accomplished after doing that,
Since I'm an idiot, usually I don't do that.
Well, here's where they're proposing a really tall building, replacing this old walk-up apartment. I'll be surprised if that gets approved at 49 stories at this location.
Especially in this area. We are knee-deep in NIMBY Central.
And I'm almost a little sad to see this old building go, if it does go through, just because it has character and presence.
It would be cool to see that preserved and something go up on top of it.
Yeah, that's what they often do.
Do you think we'll get to the Mandarin by 5 p.m.?
I think so. I don't think it's be a huge deal if we're a little late, though.
I thought one of those guys was live streaming it.
You know, we could make an entrance if we come in after everyone else.
That's lovely, Adam. Greeting. For sure, Adam.
What's that term? Fashionably late?
Where are they?
Adam couldn't make it today because he's in Niagara Falls. Well, no, Adam and Christine can't make it. They're not.
I can hear Vasily.
I'm
That
very
looks
excited
kind
to see
of
you
like
in
it's
the
around Yonge and
Davisville
Davisville, maybe.
Although 6.
Do you watch the other Toronto live streams?
Yeah, from time to time, if I notice that they're streaming, I'll check it out.
I was having dinner last night. I turned on YouTube and I saw you were live.
Yeah. I was in the High Park area, and then I walked all the way downtown. I had a special guest with me, my friend Felicity.
You did. Is that 12-hour 12H08?
12H08, that's right, in the live chat. More tall buildings planned here. This is the old head office for Cineplex. I think they're just leasing this building now. They didn't own it. I guess I'll have to find a new office. I used to think this was a movie theater.
It kind of looks like it, especially since they have movie posters.
Yeah, I thought it was for the longest time.
They've really consolidated a lot of their locations. As we move into the Yonge and St. Clair area.
We're coming into the thick of Midtown now.
And we talked about this in my previous video, but how newer buildings just lack the character.
And this is a street killer right here.
Those aren't even retail
Nothing.
units.
Yeah. What did he have on his forehead? Did you notice that guy?
No.
Oh, he had something on his forehead that looked like a little gadget of some sort.
This building here has a redevelopment plan, and it's quite controversial because there's a medical clinic there that I think a lot of the locals rely on.
Oh, it doesn't even look very old.
No, it
It looks pretty new, actually.
It might be that it's old and it got a new facade at some point.
Yeah. This little stretch here kind of reminds me a little bit of like something out of Europe, you know?
If you asked AI to draw you up a generic Europe.
Yeah, like a modern Europe, you know? Keep hitting the red lights.
There's a pickleball and paddleball court.
This wind is no joke.
Yeah, -3 shouldn't be so cold. I'd rather it be -10 with no wind than this, to be honest.
Yeah. And now I'm realizing I should have brought my bigger, warmer glove.
Oh, when I'm live streaming, the hand that holds the gimbal like freezes. I don't know why.
This one is double gloved here, but it's not my big, thick glove or not my heated glove.
Oh, you have electric gloves too?
Yeah, Vivian gifted me with a set of heated gloves. Vivian Johnson, our awesome moderator.
Hello, Vivian.
And they work really well. I just didn't think I'd need them today, but maybe I should have brought them.
I think Ready Eddie was wearing one or some on New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he's coming tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right, so 2 subway stops to go. Yes, just park in the bike lane.
Yep. Good job, ProMark Telecom. So it takes about a half hour to walk from St. Clair to Eglinton.
Yeah. I think we should be arriving right around 5.
Yeah.
There won't be much in the way of crossings or lights to wait at once we get north of this area.
Although we will walk through that kind of boring stretch, but that's all right.
I prefer to be
the
on
cemetery.
the west side of Yonge just so that you can catch some subway action.
That's what I always do, yeah.
Oh, I've never taken this entrance down.
I didn't even know that was there. Huh.
That Pilot Coffee is new.
Has that always been there?
I don't think so. I've been in through this side a lot.
Yeah, I've been on every side except that one over there. All right, crossing St. Clair. So this will be the tallest building in this immediate area when it's topped out.
How tall will that be?
I think 45 stories, around there. It'll be over 150 meters, so it'll be skyscraper, you know, status.
That's the Deer Park neighborhood. Well, at least we're getting our steps in.
Yeah. I did about 20,000 steps yesterday.
Go with that long ass live stream.
Yeah, and I did a video also before the live stream. I won't get that many today, but that's okay.
How do you track your steps? Do you have like a smartwatch or?
It's on my phone. It just has the health app. I don't know if it's super accurate, but I think it's decent enough.
What do you average in a day?
Well, my goal is 15K. I don't always do that every day, but I do that at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 days a week, I would say. And oftentimes, you know, I go way over that.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of times I get around 10, but then there's the days where you get 20, 25.
Yeah.
It's just like stupid.
Every once in a blue moon, I'll go over 30K, but that's not that's not common.
Are the Vessies your primary walking gear?
Yes, they are. They're actually surprisingly warm, you know, like my feet never feel any cold whatsoever.
They replaced your Chucks.
Yeah, I don't want to subject my Chucks to this sort of conditions.
I've got a Vessi hat that a viewer gifted me.
Yeah, how is it?
It's excellent.
Yeah.
I've got about 10 different winter toques, and this has become my primary one.
Want to cross here? We'll go to the other side.
Sure. It's 4:33. Let's see what Google says it'll be to get to Mandarin.
I think we timed it pretty much perfectly.
Well, from where we are, your location, it says 25 minutes, 1.8 kilometers, and it's 4:34, so that gets us there exactly at 4:59.
Yeah. It's funny how after you do walk tubing for so long, you just develop an instinctual, you know, feel for how long it takes to walk from one place to another.
I've always been ridiculously punctual,
Yeah, me too.
and it gets my goat when people aren't, because it's like, do you not value the time of other people? Like, I get it. Like, everyone should have 5-10 minutes leeway. It's just the people that are perpetually late.
Yeah.
Like, why did you commit to this time if you knew there was a 90% chance you weren't going to make it?
Right.
That type of behavior just drives me nuts. I mean, I'm not going to ruin a friendship over it. I'm just going to stew silently.
Yeah, I've always been extremely punctual.
The most valuable thing we have as humans on this earth is time. So,
And apparently there's a thing called time blindness that a lot of people are saying they have, so they don't know how to do things and arrive at places on time. But
I remember once going
there's so many devices you can use, though, you know, to combat that with, right?
I remember going to a dental appointment once in Korea, and I was there 10 minutes early, but the person before me was like 20 minutes late to their appointment, and she showed up. And then they told me that I was going to have to wait about an extra 20-30 minutes because they were accommodating that person. And I was like, why don't you just take me in now and then make her go after me? Like, why am I being punished for being on time?
Yeah, that would piss me off. Yeah. If I had time blindness, I'd just make sure I had alarms set all the time to, like, give me a heads up, you know, like, you got to leave now to do this or go there, or now's the time to stop doing whatever you're doing and start doing something else.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind inconveniencing myself, but it's that burden you place on other people.
Yeah, I just naturally know how much time is going by. You know, I can feel it.
I think if I had superpowers, they would be probably being able to time things and just having a good sense of direction. I've dated people that were the opposite on both things.
Right, me too.
You know, you get out of your elevator and they go the other way every single time. And you don't know which way to turn by now. Of course, we all have our deficiencies.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of things that I'm not the best at, but
Yeah, like, I can't thread a needle to save my life. Like, I just can't do it. Right? I'm sure there's someone ranting about how they can't stand it when someone can't thread a needle. I don't know.
I've never had any reason to thread a needle. I think when I was dating Megan, she tried to show me some of her sewing skills, you know, so I think I did do that just to show her I could do it, but That was like a one-time thing, right?
I do not have those fine micro skills. Like if a really tight knot with like a thin lace or rope, I can't undo that.
No.
There goes a train rocking through the slow zone.
Yep. The result of neglect, incompetence, or maybe both, right? Why these slow zones have been
Definitely both.
dragging on for like over a year.
And it actually says on the TTC's page, there will never not be slow zones. How is that acceptable?
That's not acceptable. There never used to be slow zones. So why is that now considered okay?
And this subway line moves more people than the 401 does across Toronto. So how is this not an absolute priority?
Yeah.
And we had years and years and years of shuttle buses every weekend while they installed this automatic train control system that was supposed to make all the trains run like clockwork as efficiently as possible.
Yeah.
What was the point of that?
And now it seems like worse than before we had the ATC.
We're turning into old grumpy men. I still love this city. I wouldn't trade
In
it.
my day, we didn't have no slow zones. Old grumpy man who will one day be in there. The biggest cemetery in the city.
Well, I don't care what happens to me after that. Donate me to science and then turn the rest into ashes and throw it into the lake.
Yeah, I've always just held the view that once you're dead, you're just worm food, so yeah.
Well, if you expect anything else, you might be in for a rude awakening.
Right? But then again, you'll be dead, so you don't know any better anyway. Yeah. Another train.
I'm glad you called it a train. I once called it a train on a live stream and someone corrected me. They're like, that's a subway. I'm like,
Yeah, a subway train.
It is a form of train.
Yes.
Not all trains are the same. If it was a maglev and I called it a train, then I would deserve to be.
Yeah. It's a train. Most people call subways trains. New Yorkers do it, you know.
And if you called the streetcar a tram, I would accept it. I would be like, yeah,
Yeah, that's just a regional term, you know, so it's fine.
it's a hurricane here, it's a typhoon there, it's a cyclone there. It's all the same thing. There's the K. Gardner Beltline Park Trail. I live streamed on that yesterday.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I was going down Oriole Parkway. And I was going to just go straight down Avenue. And then I asked people, do you want me to take the trail? And more people said yes. I wish there was a way to put up like a live poll while streaming out in the wild.
All right. Yeah, it's a pleasant walk. It's nice to do an occasional walk away from the streets. I did that yesterday. I recorded a video in High Park, which I don't usually do. So a nice winter walk through High Park.
I usually wait for the cherry blossoms before I do that.
Yeah, I probably won't do another park video until the fall, maybe.
I did Parkside Drive a few months ago. That video did pretty well.
Well, yeah, due to all the news stories about the speeding along there.
Yeah, and the speed camera that keeps getting chopped down.
Yeah, that's insane, you know, that keeps happening. They need to come up with a better solution. Or at least one that's impervious to getting chopped down. Yeah, we got dual trains here.
Yeah, well, there's 3 platforms at the station. And the smell of Indian food wafting across.
Yonge-Eglinton is in sight.
pop quiz. Point to the nearest burrito boys.
It's right up ahead, isn't it?
Yep.
At Davisville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew.
I've never been to that one now. I think I've only ever been to 3 burrito boys. All of them are downtown.
Well, the original one is gone.
Yeah, I used to go to that one.
The Adelaide Street one is gone in the entertainment district.
And there's one on College Street, sort of in Little Italy, really, but close enough to downtown. I used to go to that one.
But you go to the one just east of Yonge and Dundas.
Yeah, that's my local one. That's just a takeout location, though.
What's the status on that building?
I don't know. They took down the development notice that was on the building. I'm not sure if that's been put on hold or something.
Oh, I think that block has a lot of character. It'd be a shame to lose the Imperial Pub.
Yeah.
And some of those businesses.
And the building that was proposed to replace that block is not all that awesome, in my opinion. Almost like it wasn't good enough to, result in the demolition of the Imperial Pub.
Hey, look, we're back in civilization. As someone clearly runs a red light.
There's
Burrito
Davisville subway
Boys.
station and the head
Headquarters.
office of the TTC. There's the Burrito Boys over there. And a crane that wasn't there last time I noticed. It's another high rise, I'm guessing, is rising there.
Probably. This is a...
I doubt it would be a mid-rise, most likely a high rise.
I've always found it interesting how many high-rises there's been on the east side of Yonge Street in Midtown, but not so many on the west side.
That's true, yeah.
Like a lot of these single-family homes gave way to developers in the 60s and 70s, but only on the east side of Yonge Street.
Yeah, the towers tend to run from Yonge over to like Mount Pleasant or something, not so much the other way.
Yeah, particularly along Davisville and Merton.
Or is it 20 minutes and 40 seconds?
Hey,
So where are they?
I think he's right in front of us.
Oh yeah, we're going to catch up to them? We tend to walk faster than
Only
most.
channel subscribers. Oh, I'm not subscribed with this account.
Does he have a nice crowd watching the stream?
70.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, I hear Yoshi.
I said they could make it, so I booked mine on Monday. So I booked mine a week in advance. In the summer, you might have to do more because the summer's popular.
Still Christmas decor here.
Because if I do reservations, I don't know if I can make it because I don't know my Christmas plans. We're still not in.
Towers of Stridesland are straight ahead.
Like Canadian Vasily says he can't believe we are right behind him. I hope he didn't stop and wait for us. Oh, welcome to my hood.
Yeah, we started in my hood. In your video before this one.
This is the store where I bought my couch on the left.
Is it? Oh, okay.
They're looking for
Slayer.
us.
Are they? Have you ever been to Slayer Burger before?
No.
No?
They think they see us, but it's very clearly not us.
Yeah, I don't see them.
This place is excellent.
Right here?
Yeah. Madame Saigon. Did you ever come up to this area for non-YouTubing purposes?
Not really. Before I started doing the walking videos, I don't think I ever came up here unless I just felt a weird urge to take a really long walk or something.
I used to come to this area to meet friends and go to the Rosencrown before I moved here. But yeah, it was always like a busy area, but I never really had a reason to come here.
Yeah. When I would come up here, it would almost feel like I was in a different city or something, you know?
There's our lone Korean restaurant.
Oh, yeah. Because I always thought it does have the feel of it being its own separate place, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it has its own skyline, its own retail and restaurant scene. It's like a little city unto itself.
Do you think you could live in this neighborhood?
Oh, yeah.
It's slightly less convenient from like a YouTubing point of view. You'll find yourself going south on the subway, probably 14 trips out of 15.
Yeah, I'd be definitely taking way more subway rides if I did live up here.
There used to be a store across the street called Spytech where Kenny vs. Spenny would
Oh, they're
go
gone?
on some episodes, yeah.
I think I've rewatched almost all of Kenny vs. Spenny just in the last few months.
Kenny's been reposting like higher
Yeah.
quality.
I've been watching every video that he posts.
It's kind of cool. He had this one epic show, and all these years later,
Yeah, he's still sort of, you know, living off the after effects of the show, right? All these years later.
he must have been smart and got the rights to it at some point. Kind of like how that channel My Night Walk got the rights to those night walks around Toronto that used to play in like the 80s.
Right.
I can't imagine what that would have looked like filming, like a guy with a giant camera on his shoulder.
I'm surprised he didn't get a lot more dinguses. I don't think I saw any.
That was probably like a film crew doing that.
Yeah.
There's probably multiple people involved.
If it looks legit like that, people tend to leave you alone, you know?
There's an instant ramen store. It's a restaurant devoted to instant ramen.
Huh.
It's crazy. This used to be an office tower.
Yeah, this new building looks nice. I like the lack of balconies. At least that are visible anyway. They're there, but they're kind of not as obvious, you know?
I'm afraid we can't be friends. I'm a balcony fan.
You like the balconies? I don't like when they stick out of the building too obviously, but when they're sort of like indented like that, I think it looks all right.
I will maintain our friendship if you agree green and blue glass is, well, a bit tired.
I think we can agree on that. I think we can agree on that. And this building is neither green nor blue.
Yeah, the balcony thing for me is more of a livability thing.
I'm not saying I don't like any balconies, just I don't like how they're designed sometimes. They just look like carbuncles stuck on the side of the building, you know?
But the smaller ones aren't very functional, so I'm a fan of like big functional balconies that people can actually use.
Yeah. I don't have a balcony.
This explains a lot.
My building used to have balconies, but they were all enclosed and became part of the unit. It's kind of weird. It's quite the wall of towers here, though, anyway.
It's funny that the Midtown towers, the first of like the super tall or the really tall buildings here, all the NIMBYs got it reduced like 10 stories.
Yeah.
And it was like a big victory for them. And since then, just all these taller buildings have shot
Right.
up around them. Like, what was that victory for exactly?
It was for nothing. And there are even taller buildings proposed now that'll be taller than e-condos up ahead there.
I like the e-condos.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
If you took away that red band, I don't think I would like them. It's the chef's kiss on the building. It just kind of brings it all together.
Is that like an amenities level?
I think it's a swimming pool, actually.
Okay, yeah. There's an entrance to Eglinton Station.
We are I think Vasily's on the other side of the street.
Where is the Mandarin on this side, right?
Here's the Mandarin.
Oh, right here.
We're not going to be there now. No, I know. I'm just saying.
They're in front of the Starbucks right across the street. There they are, I think.
I have yet to
Okay.
claim my free birthday Starbucks
Yeah.
drink, actually.
Or not. I don't know.
Well, you might as well have to do it at some point. I'm going to get
But
some expensive
we have
drink
made
from
it
there. Yeah, that's what I'm
almost to
saying.
Yonge-Eglinton.
Right up there. Well, I don't see the other guys, so maybe I'll just start to wrap up the walk here with Mr. Strides. Yes,
The inspiration for my boots.
those are Vessies. Nice,
Like
nice.
socks.
Oh, wow, man.
Hey, how's
We were
it going?
just talking about
Hey,
my
John
Vessies.
Barrientos.
Hey, what's up, man?
Get
How
to
you
meet
doing? You too, you too. Wow. So I guess we're just waiting on the rest of the gang, eh?
Yeah, they're on the roof.
Okay.
Oh, at Yonge-Eglinton?
I was just wrapping up my video.
Okay, why don't we walk up to the intersection and wrap up there if they're up there?
Okay. Okay, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, cool.
Couple of viewers. John Barrientos, he sniped me when I was by Shepherd and Victoria Park and treated me to Johnny's Hamburgers, a legendary spot I've never been to.
I think that was my first time meeting him, I think.
I don't know who that other gentleman was, but he's a fan of you and your Vessies.
Yeah.
You're the only influencer to not be making money off Vessi.
Maybe Vessi should sponsor me, maybe? And Burrito Boys also.
Well, back in the day, I used to preach going to Popeyes and A&W a lot.
I remember those days. And Yonge-Eglinton.
I think they should make this a scramble crossing.
Yeah. It is one of the busiest pedestrian crossings in the whole city.
There's Vasily across the street,
Oh, okay.
the red hat.
Yeah.
I think he's been live for like 7 hours. Thanks for having me and coming along with me on this one.
Hey, my pleasure. Thank you for joining me and suggesting this winter collab. It's been a while,
Obvious route of all time.
right? But all the more fun when it's both of us together.
There's Liam.
Here comes the gang. What's going on?
what's
What's
up?
going on? Hey, what's going on? Hey, 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 hey. Happy birthday,
Continue
Vasily.
Johnny's
Happy
Strides.
birthday. Yeah.
Two Toronto legends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meet you guys again.
Yeah, we're gonna chow down.
Good to see you.
So thank you everyone for joining me on this walk up Yonge with
Good, how are
Mr.
you?
Johnny Strides.
Excellent.
Started
Like it.
at the LCBO store.
Mr. Continuo.
How you doing? Made our way up through Midtown here to the Mandarin to celebrate Vasily's birthday. So leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And also check out Mr. Johnny Strides' channel. I'll put a link in the description to Johnny's channel. And his video that we did before this one, where we did the first part of this walk.
I was ready to punch you.
I know. I was like, get you buckets.
I was like,
No.
Be sure to hit that notification bell also so that you don't miss any of my videos.
Yeah, I was going to do it. I was going to do it.
If you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal as well as via my merch
unsubscribe
store.
to Ken, subscribe to me. Do it.
Pay no attention to Mr. Strides, he's drunk.
Drunk off power.
And thanks also to the channel members. And be sure to keep checking back because, as always,
We will continue.
we will indeed continue.
Well, you will continue. I just want to make your ending as awkward as possible.
Mission accomplished.